Okay, people, I'm going to be showing you how you can optimize your sleep environment so that your body's getting all the right biological signals so that it can sleep deeply and you can get the most out of your sleep and sleep the longest, okay? So your sleep is very productive. Your room needs to be super dark, okay? No light at all right? This is how your room should look, okay? And what you can do is if you have any electrical things in your room which have those lights, like a monitor or like a power board, something like that, you can cover them with these, little stickers. That's going to really help. All right, fully blackout stickers. And you're also going to get blackout curtains to stop any artificial light from the street or from houses coming into your room, okay? Next thing we're going to do is remove all electronics from your room. So, the stickers aren't probably necessary now because EMF is what's going to stress your body enough to keep your sleep light. EMF is going to raise cortisol, it's going to interrupt calcium signaling. So cortisol and melatonin are antagonistic, all right? So if you have higher cortisol, that's going to suppress your melatonin. So we want to keep all stresses out of the environment, including EMFs. So you want to turn off your Wi-Fi at the router, like turn it all the way off. Keep your phone on flight mode. Keep chargers out of your room because chargers let off a lot of EMF when they're connected, any charging devices. And keep electronics away from yourself if they are going to be in the room, like your phone, keep it away from yourself. And this will really deepen your sleep and make sure you're not make sure your sleep isn't as light and make sure you're not waking up in the middle of the night. And you'll feel much more refreshed in the morning. And you want to have your room pretty cool. And the reason for this is because your body temperature naturally needs to drop for you to sleep about 1 degree Celsius, okay? So your awake temp is like 36 to 37, depends for everyone, but your sleeping temp is 1 degree less, okay? So you need to have a cool room. You want to have your room temp at about between 15 and 18 degrees Celsius or 59 to 65 Fahrenheit. So, you can just use AC in summer, air conditioner. And in the winter, what I like to do is before I'm sleeping, I have the heater in my room, or you can use the AC as a heater, I guess. But I have the gas heater in my room next to my bed. I heat it up until I'm comfortable, and then I turn it off, put it out of my room, or at least turn it off, unplug it, because it has a lot of EMFs, okay? So I don't want that near me while I'm sleeping. So I turn that off, and then I open my window, and that's gonna balance it. And then I obviously rug up so that I keep myself insulated and keep myself warm so I'm not freezing, okay? That's basically how I do it in the winter. If my room is too hot, I always wake up constantly during the night. I'm sweating, I'm too hot, I have to change positions. It's just horrible. This is why people struggle to sleep in summer. And sleeping posture is also very important. So you want to be sleeping on your side. This is because if you sleep on your back, you're going to be compressing your airway. So your airway drops, compressed here, okay? You might notice, I even notice a difference just switching from my side to on my back of how easy my breathing is, all right? So it's going to slow down your breathing, make you have less oxygen to your brain, and cause you to snore even, and mouth breathe, okay? We don't want that. But sleeping on your front puts pressure on your lungs and your diaphragm, again making it hard to breathe, and it also misaligns the spine and the pelvis, which is going to lead to its own sort of problems. So we want to be sleeping on our side because this opens up the airway, opens up the chest, frees the chest, okay, keeps the diaphragm and the lungs uninterrupted, and it aligns the spine, okay? So your head, your spine, your pelvis are all aligned. But this also depends on your mattress, okay? So if your mattress is too firm, you can see here, the spine's, your pelvis is going to be above your head, and that's not going to be lined up, all right? Because naturally, your hips are a little bit wider. This is for, females, but for men, the shoulders would be a little bit wider, and then that would be out of place, okay? So, and if it's too soft, your pelvis or your shoulders are going to be out of place again. It's not going to be lined up. So you need to be ideal firmness where your feet, your knees, your hips, and your shoulders all have an ideal dip so that your spine is kept straight and your pelvis, your spine, and your head, your neck and head are all stacked on top of each other, or stacked beside each other, really connected in a straight line. So usually, for most people, you want medium to soft firmness, around 4 to 6 out of 10 firmness, okay? If you're less than 65 kilos, you might want to be on the softer end of this, like 4 to 5 out of 10. If you're above that, between 65 and 90, you can just do the medium. That's usually good, 5 to 6 out of 10. Or if you're heavier than that, medium firm with cushioning. So you want like a cushioning layer on top as well. And you want that to be, the top layer is soft and comfortable, and then transitional layer, so it's fading into the firm support core of the mattress. This keeps your whole body and spine aligned, okay? And your pillow height is also important for this, because if your pillow is too thin, your head and neck is going to be like this, or if it's too thick, it's going to be like this, okay? So it's not going to line up straight, all right? So you need a pillow height where your head presses on it, it has the same distance between your ear and your mattress. Yeah, that's how you're going to optimize your sleeping environment, guys.